Hey YouTube, welcome back. Well, it's already July again. Where does the time go? I mean, you know what? The world doesn't wait for Michael. It just keeps right on going. And the world doesn't wait for any of us. It keeps right on going. But do you know what July is? That's right. July is Disability Pride Month, and that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. But before we get started, I'd like to take a moment to ask you to please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Disability Pride Month recognizes and creates awareness and acceptance about the struggles and achievements and value of people with disabilities. Disability Pride Month also calls for us to be accepted just the way we are without any conditions or exceptions. Well, the reason why July was picked as Disability Pride Month is because the Americans with Disabilities Act was signed into law on July 26, 1990. We want to challenge in every way, shape, and form the toxic idea that people with disabilities need to conform to society's status quo in order to live meaningful lives. And that goes for people with obvious disabilities and people with hidden disabilities. Our lives as disabled people are just as valuable as anyone else's and worthy of respect. We have a lot to offer this world if we are just given the chance. In 1990, Boston celebrated the first Disability Pride Day, and Chicago had the very first Disability Pride Parade in the year 2004. This led us all the way up to today, where there are more events all around the nation, but we need to create more events, as more is always needed. I have not heard a peep from the news in my area about any events where I live, or even that July is Disability Pride Month. As of the recording of this video, it is July 2025, and the theme for this year's celebration is We Belong Here and We're Here to Stay. Well, this means no conditions, no ableism, and no exclusion, as we refuse to be ignored, discriminated against, or pushed to the side. Many disabled people, such as myself, face very real barriers to housing, employment, education, healthcare, respect, etc., etc., etc. Well, we want to challenge that heartily and demand that we be accepted on our terms. Disability is not something to fix or hide, as every human being on earth has rights and deserves to be included and respected just the way we are, without having to earn them. You know, there's a very popular belief in society, but it's a wrong-headed belief that respect is earned, not given. What it should be what it should be is respect is given, trust is earned. We want to listen and learn from people with disabilities, as even many medical professionals are just ignorant and plain wrong. I know that in the autism world, we have a quote that says, "Nothing about us without us." Talk to people in the disabled community and learn from them and back us up, please. I love to wear my support gear, as it creates awareness and sparks conversation. I was wearing one of my autism shirts last night at a church bingo, and a man said to me, "Hey, that's a nice shirt. My daughter works with autistic people and loves every minute of it." To which I responded, "Oh, how wonderful. She's doing very important work and spending her life in a super meaningful purpose. Please tell her thank you." We also need to challenge and call out discrimination and ableism anytime we see it rear its ugly head. With that being said, we need to do it in a loving, educational, and teachable way because many people just don't know. and we want to build a bridge and teach them rather than simply scolding them. There are so many awesome autistic people with awesome YouTube channels, and we need to learn and teach other people so that we can teach the next generation about including and valuing people with disabilities just the way we are. So, with that being said, I want to just recommend some books that I have that I would recommend. And also, there's a book that I'm waiting for. There's this awesome woman, autistic woman, that has a YouTube channel. Her name is Kaylin Partlow. And I'm waiting for her book, Life on the Bridge, and I can't wait to get it into my hands. And I highly recommend her YouTube channel, amongst so many others. So I just wanted to mention that book, Kaylin Partlow, Life on the Bridge, because I don't actually have it yet to show you. Before I show you these other ones, I don't want to forget. So this is Loving Your Place on the Spectrum by Jude Morrow. And this is Neurotribes, The Legacy of Autism and the Future of Neurodiversity by Steve Silberman. And of course, if you want to learn about all kinds of different conditions, there is the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, what I like to call conditions. It is the 5th edition text revision, DSM-5-TR, by the American Psychiatric Association. You can just learn about a variety of look up stuff. And this is, and I know we don't, necessarily prefer the term Asperger's syndrome in the autism community anymore. A lot of us don't. But if you can just look past that, this is a good book. It's The Complete Guide to Asperger's Syndrome by Tony Attwood. And these are just some they're like magazines, but they're actually specialized that I pick up at the grocery store when I see them. ADHD. You can read it for yourself. This is the I was looking for the date, but I'll move on. You can freeze it, and when you see these are very cool. This is also a very good one. And obsessive compulsive disorder. And actually, obsessive compulsive disorder is outdated as well. And if you can look past that, there's awesome information in here. I like to refer to it as obsessive compulsive condition, not disorder. So, in conclusion, July is Disability Pride Month, but let's not let it end in July when July is over. Let's continue the festivities and education all year long and put it into practice in our lives and in the lives of others. Thank you for watching. I'm so excited to share my life with you on YouTube, and I think it's really, really neat that you care. I appreciate and value every single one of you. Please hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a great day, people.